You know, I really enjoy driving my 300 SL, especially when the sun comes out around here. And I drive this car hard. I have to admit, I do not baby it, and I especially do not baby the brakes. So there's one annoying thing that bothers me after I've driven this car, and guess what it is? Yeah, you're looking at right there, brake dust. You know, I washed this car about 2 weeks ago, and I've already got brake pad dust on my nice AMG wheel here. So I finally decided I really wanted to do something about this. You know, I've been a great fan of Techstar OE brake pads. I love that Mercedes brake pedal feel. I don't like a hard brake pad, but I've been doing a lot of research about some of the new ceramic pads. You know, a few years ago there was a lot of controversy about ceramic pads. Some people would say, oh, they're going to wear out your rotors too fast, or they don't give you that good, you know, consistent brake pedal feel. But I think times have changed, and I'm willing to take a new look at ceramic brake pads. So we're going to roll this 300 SL into the shop. I'm going to show you some new pads I got. We're going to talk about ceramic brake pad theory. Then we're going to put them on this car, drive it for a couple weeks, and then we'll come back and see if we get some improvement right down there. I'm looking at my front rotor, and I have to say I'm impressed. I did change the rotors and pads about 5,000 miles ago. I installed new Techstar pads, and there is hardly any wear on this rotor. If you look, you can see it's beautiful. There's no scoring and only very, very light scratching. So in terms of that, the Techstar pads have done the job. They've given me great pedal feel, great smooth braking, but I still am having a problem with the brake dust. Now, when you think about ceramic brakes, I think a lot of people think that maybe there's like a ceramic pad, it's kind of like a ceramic piece of tile that goes in and pushes on your rotor, and you're thinking, boy, how's that going to work? Well, the pads aren't made out of 100% ceramic. They're made out of a compound that has ceramic material in them. And here I'm going to show you, this is the new premium high performance ceramic pad being made in Japan that I'm going to install on the 300 SL. And here's a Techstar pad. If you notice, there's very little difference. I mean, this isn't white like ceramic, but it is much lighter. You look closely, you can see the difference in the color here as opposed to the Techstar pad on this side. What people are saying is that you may get some brake dust, not quite as much dust, but the dust will be a lighter color, so it won't be as noticeable. And I'm also hearing reports that people are saying, hey, the ceramic brake pad dust is much easier to clean off the wheel. So we'll go ahead now, pull out those Techstar pads, install these new pads, and we'll give this thing a road test. The Akebono Eurospec ceramic pads are installed. I've cleaned my wheels, as you can see here, and I'm ready to put this thing to a road test. At the same time, I installed a different set of ceramic pads from a different manufacturer on my 190E, and I'll be putting that car to the test as well. I know there's other ways to deal with brake dust. You can use brake dust shields like you see here in my 300 SDL, and they work fine. But on the AMG here, I do not want to use dust covers. And why? Number one, I really don't like the looks of them behind that open wheel. And number two, I want maximum cooling on these brakes, particularly driving at high speed. So I'm going to take these two cars, going to put them to the test, and I'll get back to you with part two in about 3 to 4 weeks, and I'll let you know what I think about these pads, and you'll be able to see whether or not they solve that brake dust problem.